Welcome to the YNTAAY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and this, of course, is Willie Talk. And today, Willie Talk is a very special day because it is the 7th anniversary of the start of You're Not Taping Again, Are You? Which, of course, spun off to the YNTAAY Minis. So Willie Talk and I thought we would come together today to talk to you about what's happened in our 7 years. Now, the show premiered on March 13th, 2012. That was a Tuesday. There have been 2,556 days since its debut. Not episodes. We would be exhausted. 22 episodes of the original You're Not Taping Again, Are You? Aired between March 13th, 2012 and March 25th, 2015. And then the show spun off into the YNTAAY Minis on Thursday, August 14th, 2014. And as you know, Willie Talk, the letters stand for You're Not Taping Again, Are You? The letters in the YNTAAY Minis. But the title actually came from an episode, number 13, I believe, that was called You Take the Good, You Take the Bad, in which I was wearing a suit. Remember that? I looked so good. And I was doing a news report from the YNTAAY, parentheses, AY newsroom. And that's where the title came from. And I loved doing the continuing stories of Chris and Willie being stalked by the dastardly Rhonda Wilkes Booth. Oh, sends shivers down Willie Talk's spine since he was kidnapped by her. But I also wanted to do the subjects, like the hot topics of the world, whatever's on our mind, reviews with Gussie or whoever, Michelle appearing in little reviews. But I couldn't really do that so much with the continuing story, so the plan was to do both the continuing and the little minis. But, of course, with the editing of the continuing ones, and being so busy in life, it sort of got away from us, so we've just stuck with the minis, which are taped live, but not on tape. Now, Willie Talk was kidnapped in the very last episode of the fancy You're Not Taping Again, Are Yous? And we never found out what happened to you, did we, Willie Talk? But he came back. It's how he came back that's the story. And someday we hope to tell it. But you know, there are two unseen, lost episodes of You're Not Taping Again, Are You? That really haven't even been finished being edited. One is Theater Bitches 2, Miss Hannigan's Revenge. Yes, kids, it's not just an urban legend. It exists. And the other one is, let's see, the title was A Dummy's Guide to Holding a Vigil. That was the one where Willie Talk had just been kidnapped, and Chris's friends and puppets and humans alike. And Willie Talk's agent, Madge Lakowski, gather at Chris's house to comfort him, but they end up not being much of a comfort. And Willie Talk is missing, and Chris is beside himself. It was some of the best work we've ever done, and someday I just know you'll see it. But, and one episode has been banned in this country. That one is called The Shunning. That's the one where Michelle descended into madness, remember? When Willie Talk and Chris were lost in the wilderness, and Michelle keeps calling, and then it ends with her saying, "Bam!" with the toilet seat at the front door. You can still see the follow-up to that, of course, in Hello and Goodbye, the one where poor little Kubrick the cat dies. But, so, yes, I wish Michelle could be here and pop up with a toilet seat. She's not here, is she? But to tell you a little bit about what was happening in the world 7 years ago, and to compare it to, say, 25 years, like 25 years ago, Four Weddings and a Funeral was a big hit in the theaters. Hey, they should make that into a musical, shouldn't they, Willie? Wouldn't that be wonderful? get started on that. But the number one song in the country 7 years ago was Kelly Clarkson's "What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger." Poopy 40 butt cut Johnny Buddy John Butt John Butt John. The number one movie in the land was The Lorax. That's the 3D computer animated film based on the Dr. Seuss children's story of the same name, or book, or whatever. Season 14 of Dancing with the Stars was days away from starting back in March of 2012. And the stars were Martina Navratilova, Jack Wagner, Sherry Shepard, Gavin DeGraw, Jaleel White, Gladys Knight, Melissa Gilbert, and NFL wide receiver Donald Driver, who went on to win. Well, they really had stars back in the day on Dancing with the Stars. Willie Talk and I have been trying to get on for years. He wants to dance with Peter Murgatroyd. And I always wanted to dance with Sharna, but I think she would just throw my hips out. And also, I tried to find things that had happened in the news 7 years ago. I saw the number 28, and you'll see why. And it was all sad things, like 28 people were killed in a bus crash in a motorway tunnel in a small town in Switzerland 7 years ago on this day. 19 people were shot dead in a bus attack in Ethiopia. And 110 people were killed in a ferry accident when it collided with an oil tanker in Bangladesh. So these are true stories. And after I read all this, I was like, oh dear, it wasn't a good day for public transportation for people. But the only good thing that I could find in the news was that You're Not Taping Again, Are You? Debuted. And thank you all for watching for 7 years. We've had, we've had the full lengths, we've had the minis, we've had little promos, we've had little special bloopers, and it really has been a godsend to an old man and his puppets and ventriloquist dummies and Michelle. She might count as a, no, I was going to say she might count as a puppet, but Michelle wouldn't like that, would you, Michelle? But yes, it's just been a blessing, and I'm thankful that Kip and Wayne helped create it, co-created it with me, and thanks to Kip playing around with his camera that he got for Christmas one year. And soon we'll have Kip and Wayne come on the show and talk about those early days and what they envisioned, and did they think it would become an industry like it has. And we of course thank Adam McDaniel, who helped take over the show, and he brought us in contact with Werner von Wilkenstadt, who did that documentary about the man-child with me and Willie Talk, and sent us off into the wilderness. So we thank them, and of course Boma and Emma and Brandy and Paolo, my co-star Paolo, and my mother Betty. Oh, is that an earthquake? I don't know if it was or if a truck just went by. But so we're thankful to all those people, my sister Jeanette, and everybody who has appeared or who has been supportive. My roommate Marco for making me throw away my brown chair, which resulted in a wonderful episode. I'm just still depressed about all those people that died 7 years ago. So we dedicate this episode to them, and I know something that will cheer us up, Willie. Hold on 1 second. Is it paused? No, it's not. Okay, we're back. So now here's the surprise, Willie, to cheer us up. Happy 7th anniversary to You're Not Taping Again, Are You? This shirt Adam McDaniel made for me. Isn't it marvelous? So here's to a happier world and happiness for all of our friends and family and our viewers. And we wish all of you 7 happy years and beyond. So make a wish, Willie Talk. You can blow it. Oh, you don't get too close, you might melt. Or your wig might catch on fire. They don't make those anymore. Okay. Happy anniversary to you. Not taping again, are you? Thank you all for watching. I love you all. And goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, I hope I don't set off the smoke alarms. Goodbye.